idea of my life. This is Erica, and I have been trying to go live. Zoom changes their stuff like daily. Um, and I couldn't go live from Zoom. I've been trying for like 40 minutes. Anyway, I'm here, I'm live. I wanted to come on, achieve goals now with Mike. He's not here today, but I wanted to jump on anyway and talk about our topic since we already advertised it. It was life sentence, define your life sentence. And I don't see myself live. So if I'm live, let me know if you guys see me. I'm in Facebook and I don't see myself. But anyway, um, so let's talk about it. Life sentence. Define your life sentence. This will be a very quick one because we're almost an hour late now. The idea behind this is when you're gone and people are talking about you, what is it that they would say about you? And if you talk about your life sentence, what's that one sentence that they would say? We talk about this a lot in branding. And if you know me, I do a lot with personal branding and thought leadership. And we talk about this a lot in that regard because we want to control what, probably a bad word, but we want to control what people think and say about us. We want to guide them to know who we are and what we're all about. So a lot of us will have that I help statement. Sometimes we say it in different ways, but another thing that I've been working on recently is after everything that I learn, I try to do what's called a 6-word update. So one of my mentors, Nick, talks about that a lot, and it's called a 6-word update. And I thought about that and I was like, well, what are the 6 words that I would want somebody to say about me when I wasn't in the room? And if you think about it, what are those 6 words that you would want somebody to say? If it's not your I help statement, you want them to know who you are, what you're all about. So of course, I want people to know that, I'm a business coach, marketing strategist, that I help coaches. Hopefully, enough said, that I can help them build their personal brand and get their thought leadership, get them visible and help them bring clients in. But that's a lot of words, right? So what is it? How can we minimize that into one sentence? And a lot of you have, your I help sentence, which obviously that helps, but even that gets really long-winded. I mean, my sentence is I transform coaches to thought leaders through authentic branding and strategic growth so that they can have a consistent flow of clients, reaching out to them without having to do the sleazy sales thing or without having to do advertising, I sometimes say. That's a lot of words again. So how can you minimize that? And what is it that you would really want people to know about you? And maybe it's not just about your brand. Maybe it's about you as a person. So maybe you want people to think that you're kind. Maybe you want people to think that you're positive. So when you wake up every morning, if you know what it is that you want people to say about you, then you know what you need to do throughout the day to make sure that people think that and say that about you. You're always aware, okay, I need to be kind because that's what I want people to think and say about me. Okay, I need to be positive because that's what I want people to think and say about me. And we learn a lot in our business, like about the person you want to be or the person you want to become. Well, if you can figure that out now, if you figure that out today, what is it that you can do on a day-to-day basis to make sure that you're moving into that position? So with Mike and our other clients and our clients, we talk a lot about the roles that we serve. So as a husband, a father, a wife, a mother, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a coworker, a partner, a colleague, whatever role it is that you're in, what do you want them to think or say about you when you're not there? So do you want them to always say, she's so reliable? Do you want them to say, she always comes through, she does what she says she's going to do? What is it that you want them to say about you? And you want to make sure that every single day You're living that. Do we make mistakes? Are we perfect? Of course. We always make mistakes. We're never perfect. I get that. But if you know exactly what it is that you want people to say, and you have that in front of you every day, you're looking at that and you're thinking, okay, take a breath. I need to be positive. This happened to me recently. I am a very, very positive person. If you've ever been around me, if you've ever known me, I am 99.99% of the time such a happy, positive person. That's who I want to be, and I strive for that. But when you're teaching and when you are helping other people, it takes a lot of patience sometimes. And I was on a call the other day, and I was getting very frustrated, and I felt it. Like I could feel in my answers that I was almost mean or aggressive, and I had to stop myself. I'm live, not live on Facebook Live, but live with an audience live. And I just had to, check myself for a second and say, hey, that's not who you want to be. That's not how you want to show up. And I had to, breathe, take a breath. And then I had to go back and make sure that I was being that person that I knew that I was, and put on that positive side and get that patience, stream it, not stream it, but call it in and get that patience that I knew I wanted to have in that moment that I really wasn't having. And so if you know every single morning who you want to be, and you have those, I'm going to call it 6 words. Define your life sentence in 6 words if you can. And what are those words? Energetic. I'm always energetic. That's who I want to be. What does that mean? That means maybe I'm looking at my sleep. Maybe I'm looking at what I'm eating. Maybe I'm looking at what I'm reading or thinking about. Because if I'm always reading the news and being negative, I'm going to show up being like, I'm going to show up being that, like, not that with it, not that happy, not that positive, not that energetic person that I know that I want to be. So who is it that you want to be? And think about, what is your life sentence before you show up. So if you think about that at the beginning of every day, then who is it that you want to be? Get aligned with that person. And once you can do that, that's when you can start acting, becoming, because maybe you're not that person today. If you think, a lot of times, if you're an entrepreneur or coach, which I'm sure most of you are, then we're always striving to be, over here. Well, if you were the person that you needed to be there, you'd already be there. So it's okay that you're not that person. But if you are becoming that person, that's the life sentence. The life sentence is, who do you want to be when you get right here? End of life, who do you want to be? How do you want people to see you? How do you want people to remember you? So if you know that that's what you're striving for, and you're not making an active effort to get there, it's going to be really hard to get there. So the only way to become the person you want to be is to start actively thinking like that person. You've probably heard this one before, but one of my favorite scenarios is, if you are becoming a super healthy, fit person, I'm on that right now. If you're becoming a super healthy, fit person, every time you go to eat something or drink something, you're going to say, is that what I would do if I was super fit and healthy? Or is that what so-and-so? Maybe you're bringing in your Think and Grow Rich. Have you read that book, Think and Grow Rich? That he talks about having a board of directors, whether it's physical or in your head. They can be dead in the Think and Grow Rich, but maybe you have a board of directors. I love Chalene Johnson. I love her. And she's just a little bit older than me, but holy cow, she looks better than I did when I was 20. So she's the person I bring in. Is that what Chalene Johnson would be drinking, or is that what she would be eating? And that's what I think about, when I bring in the person I'm becoming. And that's what I want you to think about that. So give me your one sentence. Define your life sentence and tell me who it is that you want to be. And if you can do it in 6 words. So we all have our I help statement, but I'm going to challenge you to do it in 6 words. And whether you write it out as a sentence or whether you just write 6 words, I don't care either way. Drop it down below. I'd love to see that. And if you are on here for the replay, which my guess is going to be yes, since I couldn't forward it anywhere because I don't see myself live, then hashtag replay. Mike, sorry you couldn't be here today. For those of you that are here, we are having our Achieve Goals Challenge on March 25th. We are super excited about it. March 25th through 29th. And I hope this is reversed. In my thing, it doesn't look reversed. So I'm using Restream. Again, YouTube was a disaster. So let's go. Chat me down below. I'd like to hear if this stream was okay, what it looked like to you, if I was reversed, if you can actually read this or not. And I may be switching because I cannot get Zoom to go on. The kicker with that is that when we want to have our friends and family on Zoom, we may end up having to do it after the stream. So hopefully I'll figure it out. If you've been live streaming on Zoom, you probably are like, mine always works. Yes. But recently it hasn't been letting me pull in my groups or anything else in there. So I haven't been able to do it. All right, this is Erica. Mike, we missed you today. We will see you the next time. Achieve Goals Now. And if you're not already signed up, make sure you drop a Achieve under this video if you want a link to sign up for Achieve Goals Now. We love to see you there. And thank you so much for showing up. Give us your one sentence underneath this video. Ciao, ciao.